Hello, Bernhard. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Let's begin with your background. How did you get started in cryptocurrency industry, and why do you do what you do?
I got started in 2021. That's a funny coincidence, working for 21Shares and joining in 2021. I joined the distribution team at 21Shares. Why am I doing it? I think for the first time in my career, I wanted to be early or too early in something, and obviously crypto and digital assets is still early days.
What's the toughest part of merging traditional finance with crypto? Because I know for a fact that you know a lot about this.
The toughest part, it's interesting because in our company we have, I wouldn't say it's clash of cultures, but we have traditional finance people and crypto native people. So I think it's a perfect symbiosis to really get the best of both worlds. I think when it becomes tough, when it starts, especially in the early days, convincing traditional investors that cryptocurrencies, that crypto assets add value to a well-structured portfolio. I think this is the toughest part, but with fantastic research we're having, with educational content, we're in a good way, and we're very confident that the adoption both on the private side and the institutional side will significantly grow over time.
Thank you. And you mentioned investors, right? How do investor attitudes differ across European markets?
The attitude doesn't really differ a lot. I think what differs maybe a bit the risk appetite, but obviously crypto investors inherently, especially from the beginning, are like to take certain risk, measured risk, of course. I think the biggest differences come from a regulatory perspective, because not in all countries you're allowed to invest in the same way in crypto than in others. Like only in the UK, for instance, only now in October 2025, retail investors will be able to buy crypto ETCs, crypto ETPs, they call it ETNs in the UK, and other jurisdictions like Sweden, like Germany, they're already further ahead.
Now that you mentioned ETPs, what makes you decide a crypto project is ready for an ETP?
I think there are a couple of different angles to that. First of all, our research should have a certain conviction that it's a valuable, a credible protocol. Then we have certain liquidity rules, minimum market cap rules, and of course also investor demand. If no investor is interested, we shouldn't structure an ETP.
I see. What excites you most about working at 21Shares right now?
It's first of all the people. I think we have a fantastic team, fantastic crowd, a lot of talent. I learn every day. My learning curve since I joined the company is suddenly like that again. That people in combination with this new asset class, with this new technology, makes it very exciting. And we as a leader in ETPs and as a first issuer in Europe, I think are in a fantastic position.
What about the future?
What about the future? The future is bright for crypto. I think every investor should have digital assets in their portfolio. And I think it's still early days, so the future will bring a lot of innovation, will bring a lot of new products. We talked a lot about indices today. I think this will be a big business when it comes to the institutional asset owner segments. So a lot still to be done, but the future is going to be very interesting and very, very exciting.
One last question. Where do you see 21Shares in 2035, 10 years from?
In 10 years, we are probably a 100 billion plus asset manager. Will offer not only ETCs or ETPs, but also other vehicles. And hopefully we're going to be the premier crypto asset manager on this planet.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thanks so much for that.
Thank you.